We are here with art therapist and registered psychotherapist, Debbie Anderson. Hi, Debbie.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Could you
Oh,
please,
good. Thank
yeah,
you for
yeah,
asking me here.
yeah. Could you please enlighten us about what art therapy is and how it can help us cope with stress?
First of all, I'm a practicing art therapist in Toronto, Canada.
Mm-hmm,
And what art therapy is a kind of psychotherapy, talk psychotherapy really, but what we use is art making
mm-hmm,
and art at the end, the art products, but mostly the making of the art as a way of considering your inner experience and how that affects um, how you live on a day to day basis.
mm-hmm,
So the images mean something, but making the images even mean more.
mm-hmm,
And then your question about, well, how does it help cope with stress?
mm-hmm,
What we find is that all stress is perceived stress for the
mm-hmm,
most part, and so it's what's perceived in our mind.
mm-hmm,
So by having an opportunity to allow art making to be a part of the process, you also have a chance to um, become a little bit removed from those immediate mind carryings on that go on and on. And instead, you're kind of in flow. You become intrigued by color or the brush strokes and so on, and have a time away from those stressors. What we find is that the images or making the images can become a reflection of an inner voice for you, so that we don't just have you and I in the room, but we also have this art that has perhaps messaging, uh, not because, oh, there's, you drew a person in a certain way or anything. It's not really about that, but what you see in the images becomes important for you. And I, as an art therapist, become the witness that is part of you going through that process on your journey to healing.
mm-hmm.
Um, and then you have a visual record of your inner experience as well, which can be very self affirming.
Yes.
And it's also a great measure of change.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the materials to echo your feelings.
Okay, great. Would you please give us some simple art activities for stress relief, which we can do at home and in the office?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite and absolutely favorite thing really to do for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because I do run a lot of groups about art journaling
Mm-hmm.
where you use a sketchbook. And
Yes.
then the thing to do at any given time is when you need a moment
Mm-hmm.
is to pause. And of course, if you don't have a sketchbook in your work cubicle in your office in some way,
Mm-hmm.
just use any old piece of paper or the back of your day book or something, and just create an energy sketch of what you're feeling. You don't have to think about it at all. Don't lift your pen off the paper.
Oh.
What you do is you create kind of a doodle, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just a scribble. It's more of a scribble. It's just
Mm-hmm.
a sketch of, this is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you lift your pen and
Mm-hmm.
you take a look at it, well, you might see something. Sometimes I do.
Oh.
Sometimes I see a dog barking or
Wow.
a bird squawking or something. But
Mm-hmm.
other times you don't see anything, but you might then enjoy coloring it in a little bit or something. But by creating your own marks that represent your own inner experience, first of all, you're honoring that, but you're also again taking yourself away from the intensity of what it is that's stressing you,
Correct.
so that you're allowing yourself, and with any luck, what I would say another step to take or something else is to remind yourself that, the universe is vibrating at a vibration of joy at all times. So tap into that. And how you can do that is take yourself into an energy sketch and say, what does joy look like for me right now? And of course, you're in the middle of some kind of a stress thing, and maybe you're not even breathing very well, and you're thinking, how can I do that? But if you automatically just say, I want joy, and then let your hand go.
Mhm.
Usually your inner self can pull something out that might make you even chuckle and you think,
Mhm.
that's not joy, but it's close, that kind of thing.
Correct.
Another thing you can do is, I know on my phone app, my phone, I can use messaging to where I draw with my finger and
Mm-mm.
make a little sketch of some kind. So use your computer or your phone to sketch, to do a little doodle that way. The other thing you can do without sending it, of course, but is you
Mm-mm.
can write words that are frustrating you or little images of things, and then it just disappears again because you just wipe it clean.
Mm-mm.
And the other thing you can do is have a small brush and some water at your desk, and then just paint with water. Just take your
Watercolor?
brush out. No, just use water
Oh,
and
just
just paint around your desk. Like just paint your desk and paint other things that are there, and just amuse yourself for a couple moments
mm-mm.
and give yourself a chance to play a little bit, really.
Mm-mm.
Water doesn't do much of any harm unless you've got a legal document in front of you or something, but avoid that. But, just give yourself a chance to loosen up, because stress can make you very tense and sort of compress energies. So by loosening up, really, you're allowing them to escape from you. And that can be very, very helpful.
Correct. And lastly, please tell us a bit about your art therapy workshops and how we can reach you.
At the moment,
Mhm.
the primary way where are you, by the way?
Right now, I'm in
Are you in
Singapore.
Canada?
In Singapore.
Oh, you're in Singapore.
Yeah.
There you go. So anywhere in the world, I do have some international clients that I see one-on-one,
Mm-hmm.
that we connect with each other over Zoom, which is a kind of meeting
Mm-mm.
app, right?
Mm-mm.
And we can do distance art therapy in that way,
Mm-mm.
which can be very helpful.
Mm-mm.
And then at the moment, the groups that I do run
Mm-mm.
are at a place called Sheena's Place here in Toronto, Canada.
Mm-mm.
And it's a center for people with eating disorders.
Oh.
So when I'm there, I run groups that are focused on art making, with the idea that we're facing self-esteem issues, perfectionism issues, and working on reframing people's outlook to see the upside of things, or how things could be stated or viewed in a different way that would make you feel more comfortable as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go to my website, which is debbieandersonarttherapy.com, or email me at artwithdebbie, ARTWITH, Debbie, EBBDEBBIE, at gmail.com.
Wow. Thanks, Debbie, for a very insightful interview on art therapy for stress management.